Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to his target. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get
intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd down. And they'll use the ground game here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Texas State offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback.
Touchdown, Louisiana. Strong game by this quarterback. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. Comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Handoff in a single back formation.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass is caught. tackle made after a big gain. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
You know, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16, but been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage and a bad decision to bring it out. Here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up obviously in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Gets into space at the 50. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The Raging Cajuns will crank up the tempo.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Louisiana. Still no answer for this offense. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Extra point, knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. The Texas State offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's caught downfield. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. No huddle here for the offense. Back to throw again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas State.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The gain moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He makes the grab. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. This offense really clicking. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before they even get to the locker rooms.
PAT is good, so it's 35-21. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Texas State. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to 31.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. On third and short, they hand the ball off. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. First down and goal, but the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Defense all over the option play. Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They look to throw it here on second down. He's picked for a third time tonight. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Now the 40. The 30. Inside the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Oh, the ball comes loose. Recovered by the kicking team. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags a quick throw. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Raging Cajuns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And now the handoff. Powering through. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Raging Cajuns with first and 10 here.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense in hurry-up mode. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but they begin the drive with excellent field position. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. And they'll give it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Getting set. Here's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. He catches made down the middle. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. And he drops back in the gun. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Texas State offense back on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick-6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. The pass rush closing in, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he steps out at the 3. Couldn't quite make the end zone, but a great pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The Raging Cajuns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And this one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right? If they can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Close to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He has first down yardage at the 46. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Looking to chuck it again. Catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. looking to throw it from the red zone. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Texas State. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the extra point was up and good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. The Raging Cajuns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Keeping it on the ground here. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The Raging Cajuns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. QB to the tight end for a completion. And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37. No huddle now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And looking for a big play here. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up fourth down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds his man. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
Louisiana 63, Texas State 42.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the handoff. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Raging Cajuns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. The back's got it. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Louisiana. And the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes the Texas State offense back out there. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble now. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pass is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The Raging Cajuns will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
The offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the run.
Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, and they picked it up. The 50. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it the distance for 2 points.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Texas State offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, that interception really about costing the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback could bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it 2nd and short.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. The ball is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Looking to throw yet again. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The offense needs 10 yards on this 4th down to keep the drive going. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. The defense does have all 3 timeouts remaining, but Kirk and I would like to get to the plane, so let's hope the coach doesn't use them. Looking for his big tight end. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Steps out of bounds after an enormous gain, but there is a penalty marker on the field. This one may be coming back. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Finding a bit of space. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.